we are going.
Welcome to the Patriot Prepper channel. Today we're painting rifles. Why, you ask? Well, there's several benefits. One, so your rifle or your pistol don't look like everybody else's. Two, everybody that's been on a range a hot summer day or in the field knows that these rifles tend to get hot fairly quickly. Three, painting your rifle, that's just an added level of protection against the elements. And the last one, shit, it offers it character. So today, before we actually start, if you're new here to this channel, please smash that like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. It really helps the channel out. So like I said, today we're painting these rifles. Right here I got a PSA GF3 AK-47, and right here a PSA AR-10 chambered in 308 with a Leopold scope 4x12. So it's very important to know that the prep work for painting these rifles is really what matters. There's only a few steps that you need to do to paint these rifles correctly and for the paint to last. One is the prep work, getting it clean, right? What I like to use is some brake clean, which I have right here, just regular brake clean. And what you do, you'll spray it all over your firearms, and it's going to get all the oil, grease, dirt, dust, if anything's on it. We'll get that off. Once we get that sprayed down real good and it's dried off, at that point, I'll get some gloves on, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put our base coat, right? So what we have here, I just picked these up at regular Walmart. They're Rust-Oleum, and they're the camouflage. What I have here, this one right here is going to be camo sand, deep forest green, camo khaki, and army green. So I will let you know, so I tend to paint my rifles a little bit different than everybody else on YouTube, what have you. And I've painted several rifles in the past, and they've all turned out really good. They've held up to the elements, and I like how I do it. The last coat that I actually put on is some clear enamel, matte, where it's not shiny. This offers just another layer of protection, and it seems to do really well. So it's important. So most people store their firearms in a controlled climate atmosphere. You bring it outside and it might want to sweat, right? So I've had these hanging outside now for about 30 minutes or so. And I try to wipe off all the excess oil or anything like that when I was in the house. What I'm going to do now is get some of this brake clean. I'm going to go ahead and spray it on the firearms to get any of the additional oil, gunk, anything like that off here. So we have a good clean surface when we go to put our base coat on. I'm just going to spray this stuff everywhere. This will not hurt it. Now we're going to let it sit. while it's setting, I'll go over some additional equipment that you'll need to do this. So one is a laundry bag, just a regular laundry bag. You can get these at the dollar store, at Walmart, pretty much anywhere. We're going to use this. We'll be using this right here to cover our weapon once we do our base coat. Just give it a little bit added texture, I guess you say. Some latex gloves. So normally I don't use these type. Normally I just use regular like doctor latex gloves, but I actually ran out. So I went to the dollar store this morning, picked up a pack of these, and then you're gonna need some painter's tape. This painter's tape, you're gonna use this to cover any optic lenses, your flashlight lenses, sights, anything that you don't want to get paint on. The gloves is just for after you go ahead and spray it down with brake clean. Your hands, even though I don't care how many times you wash it, the oil in your skin on your hands will get on your firearm, and then it'll cause it to where your paint don't want to stick. And here comes the wind. But all right, we're gonna let this dry. I'm gonna get everything ready for us to do our base coat. All right, guys, we're back. So pretty much it's all dried off, and I went ahead and I prepped everything that I needed to prep with the painter's tape. As you see, got the scope, the trigger on the AR-10, and just on the AR-15. I mean, I'm sorry, on the AK-47, the sights, scope. The light, my front sight, and my switch for my light, butt stock. We're gonna let this dry just a little bit more, and then we're gonna go into paint. All right, guys, we're back. Hopefully y'all can hear me. The wind's kind of picking up a little bit. But so everything's dried on it. Like I told y'all before, I do it a little bit different than y'all typically see on YouTube. Like I said, I've done this several times and it turned out well. So what I'm gonna do, get this laundry bag. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the laundry bag. So once I get this in the laundry bag, we are going to be ready for our base coat. For our base coat, like I said earlier, this is going to be the camo sand, which y'all can use any color. I typically like to start off with the lightest color for my base color. What y'all think about these gloves? Yep, after this, I'm going to go wash dishes. All right. So what we're going to want to do is try to get this laundry bag as close as we can to the firearm. And we're going to lightly coat this one side. I did, so the bolt is still in there, but I did put some paper towels on the inside, just reduce the possibility of it getting inside. And I did cover up all my serial numbers and all that. All right. Now we're just gonna let that set. Want to let that dry a little bit before you move that bag. That way, don't smear your paint up, right? Once this side dries, we'll do the other side. And all this laundry bag does is give it a little bit of texture, snake skin, I guess you could call it. We'll be using that bag throughout this whole process. All right, guys, we're back. It's been about an hour. So the paint has dried. I went ahead and put these stencils on there, stickers, right? So my wife has a silhouette machine, and she prints them out, cuts them out for me, right? And so all they are just vinyl stickers. It don't take very long to cut them out. What I did, I waited for the paint to dry. I placed them on there. So as you see, I got them placed out in various spots. I don't have a whole lot on there right now because my next color I'm going to be using is the camo sand, right? And it's real close. I'm sorry, I'll be using the khaki. I'm sorry. Camo sand is what we just used. It will be the khaki. It's just a little bit darker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this bag back on it, and we're going to repeat the process. You're going to put it on there and paint it. Nice thin coats. Like I said, don't have to be perfect. That's the good thing about doing it with spray paint. If something happens, it's not very hard to take it off. And it can be easily done. Like I said, how I do it is very durable. I use a clear coat afterwards. And by the time this whole process is done, you're looking, it's going to be what, 5 coats, 4 coats of paint, and then a coat of the clear coat. Sometimes I put 2. But the key is just make it nice and light coats, because you don't want a thick paint buildup on your weapons. So now I'm just going to go back and paint again. So what I'm trying to do right here is cover up the stickers. Those vinyl pieces I just put on, right? Do the same for the other side. So, in doing this, guys, so it don't have to be perfect, right? What you're trying to get out of this, 1 is breaking up the shape. 2 is just be camouflage better. Black is not a good camouflage, right? Besides dark, I guess you could say. Nighttime. Other than that, it's terrible camouflage. I like doing this. Plus, I bring my weapons outside in the environment a lot. So this extra coats of paint really helps. So I'll be doing the same to this other one. After this weapon dries, I'll be doing the same to this one. And then it's just going to be a rinse and repeat. The only difference is, so I've been going lighter to darker. My next color that I'll be going with is going to be this darker, this deep forest green. It's a lot darker than this army green. The reason I'm going with this next because this will be my last coat. And as you could tell, a lot of my surroundings are more this color than this dark color. So I'll go with the dark color next, then the light color. Then we're going to top it off with some clear coat. All right, guys. So just put the third coat on. This is the deep forest green paint. Like I said, all this is from Rust-Oleum. You find it in their camouflage section. As you tell, it's already starting to blend in more. I don't remember if I told y'all. So all these, the weapons are empty, chamber checked, and clear. Matter of fact, like I said, the bolt is out of my AR-10. So if y'all do plan on doing this, pretty much plan on about 4 hours. 4 hours or so, if you do it this way, which give you enough time to drink a cold beer. No, this is not Bud Light. Coors Light. Been sticking with that the last several years. I don't know what kind of beer y'all drink. Hopefully it's not Bud Light. But whatever. If y'all got a good beer, maybe a local beer or what have you, it's real good. And leave it in the comments. Let me know, because I am a beer connoisseur myself, I guess you could say. I like to drink beer. Like I said, lately I just been sticking with Coors Light. But yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what kind of beer. Let me know what y'all think so far with this this gun painting project so far. Like I said, I did several of these. All of them has turned out real good. Held up in the elements, held up with cleaning. By the time it's all said and done, you get looking at about 4 light coats and then 1 to 2 coats of clear coat. I don't know if that's what helps or not. I know it's a little hot out here. So this one I stuck to it using the laundry bag. This one, after about the second coat, I just went ahead and sprayed it all. They'll still look real similar, but this one won't have all the, I guess you call it snake spots or snake scales like this one's going to have. But yeah, about 4 hours. Give you plenty of time to drink beer, chill out, whatever you want to do. You just want to make sure that you give it the proper amount of time to dry and cure before you put these other stickers or stencils on it. If not, what will happen is man, everything will be going good. You get ready to peel it off, and then it's going to pull off with some of your paint, which is not a big deal. Like I said, this don't have to be perfect. But I tell you, just these couple coats of paint on here, you'd be surprised just how much more added protection this gun's have now. You don't have to worry about rusting or nothing like that if you're out in the elements. Like I said, I clean my guns very thoroughly, very often, whether I shoot them or not. At least every couple months, I go through the safes, grab so many, clean them. But we're gonna let this go ahead and dry. It's about another 30, 45 minutes. I'll put the last set of stencils or stickers on there. I'll paint it with the light, I think it's called the Army Green. And then Once that cures, we'll give that about an hour and a half or so. Once that cures, we'll go ahead and we'll pull off all the little stickers or stencils. We'll pull those off. We'll still leave everything taped. And then we'll go clear coat it. We'll give a coat or two of clear coat. Once that dries, we'll pull the tape off and we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, so it's been about 4.5 hours. All the coats are complete. This is the finished outcome. Let's take a closer look at it. Took all the masking tape off. This is the AR-10, Chairman 308. I think it turned out real well. And then for the AK-47, let's take a look at it. I think it turned out real well. Guys, let me know what y'all think. Write me some comments down below. Tell me what y'all think of it. If y'all did anything different or anything that y'all did that worked for y'all. But this was just my little tutorial on how I paint my guns. And like I said, so far, it's worked out real well for me. That was just those 4 coats of the Rust-Oleum camouflage. And I put 2 coats of the matte clear sealant on it. That's it. Man, if y'all new to this channel, like I said before, man, if y'all would, please like, subscribe. Put me a comment down below. It really helps the channel out. Just starting out in this channel. I hope y'all enjoyed. Patriot Prepper out.
They call me a